latest update I got today, Thursday, what is today, June what, 15th, 16th, 17th, was that Governor Gavin Newsomes, the current governor of the state of California, stated that as of now, I don't know, today maybe, that because people have not been honoring the wearing of the mask to prevent the COVID-19 spread of this worldwide global virus pandemic, yada, yada, yada. And I don't take it lightly because people have died. It is serious. But the state of California has issued through Governor Newsom, some type of a moratorium about the mask, where now it's like you have to wear it, even if not about when you enter a business or a school or gas station. He's saying you wear it. So that apparently to me sounds like you got to wear it in your car, you got to wear it when you're walking down the street, you got to wear it at work, you got to wear it at the barber shop, at the nail salon, at the mall, at the movie theater, if you're jogging, if you're exercising at the gym, if you're at the park with your kids, if you're at the beach. He's like, wear it. I don't know if there's an or else attached to that, but it seems like in a police state where orders are given, and if they're not adhered to, you're subject to fines, penalties, criminal record. So imagine that one in 10 years, 15 years in the history books. What was your crime? I didn't wear a mask. So ultimately, most people will comply with these orders and wear masks as responsible people necessarily for work and going about your day at school. But there's a lot of people who won't wear the mask. And I felt like as long as they're not going into businesses or schools and they're staying more than 6 feet away from people, I got to put the thing up, that's fine because you're practicing social distance. Or if you're in your car and you got your AC on and your windows rolled up, what's wrong with that? You might be able to get pulled over for that and be the next victim of some trigger happy guy who gets nervous when he's asking you to reach for your driver's license and insurance and he accidentally shoots you or whatever. So it seems to me like it's about more control, having control over us, than it is about keeping us safe from the disease, from the virus. But that's my take. Maybe I'm jaded. I don't know. Ultimately, I follow the rules. If they were ridiculous, we'd all revolt. But they push you to the edge just enough. Just enough. And they don't push you over the edge because they saw what that causes. When they push you over the edge, then there's ridiculous arson, looting, riots, vandalism, grand theft, murder on top of murder, assault with a deadly weapon on top of assault and battery, aggravated assault. I've seen so many videos on YouTube and on the news and Instagram and everything else about people are just not able to contain themselves to the point where without the police presence there, people are tearing each other apart over statues, monuments. I saw one the other day where these people who show up, they're like a militia in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm sure you guys have seen that. They were there to defend the statue of some conquistador or some Spanish conqueror or whatever. And he mistreated Native American people in the past. So why honor his memory when he was evil and mean and murdering? So I get that. And that statue reminds the local people of Albuquerque that they're honoring a bad person. I guess it would be similar to saying having a statue of General Custer up by a Native American Indian reservation. They don't want to see that guy. He was killing Indians wholesale. So why applaud him if you're Native American especially? So I understand it. But to the point where a man shot and maybe ultimately possibly killed or permanently disabled a man with his pistol. Now, granted, I saw the video. Those men did assault and attack him, and I think one of them hit him upside the head with a skateboard, which is unfortunate, and it was bad, and they shouldn't have done that. And then Mr. John Wayne pulls out his pistol, and he starts putting rounds downrange, and he shoots these guys. Shot one person. And I just don't like to see that kind of violence. It was unfortunate. I understand it. I saw how it happened. It escalated very quickly. But we are in a bad state in our nation. We really, really are. And all I can do is say prayers. I pray for this nation. I pray for our leaders as I pray for myself. Because this is just beyond anything I've ever seen in my lifetime. It is just unfortunate, sad, tragic. There's always the light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the rainbow, at the end of the dark cloud, there's a rainbow. God is in control. Jesus is Lord. The good will prevail. God is good. He's good every day, all the time, 100% of the time. Our human nature is bad. Our flesh tells us to do stuff we shouldn't do. But the Spirit, God's Spirit, commands the flesh. Our spirit is commanded by God's Spirit. His Spirit is bigger than ours. If you submit yourself to His Spirit, you'll have self-control, kindness, gentleness, perseverance, forbearance, which is another way of saying patience. These are godly traits of a person who has good character, God's morality, and is submissive to the power of God, the Spirit of God, as opposed to being submissive to your own spirit, your flesh. So let your spirit be commanded by His Spirit. Therefore, your flesh won't get you into trouble. You won't be shooting people. You won't be beating people up. You won't be out there looting. You won't be giving full vent to your rage. You'll be self-controlled, against which there is no law. Calm yourselves down. Pray. Take a deep breath. Count to 10. Think before you act. Did you guys remember that? Didn't you guys grow up with the same kind of set of morals that I had? If you ain't got anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. Be kind to your neighbor. Treat your neighbor as yourself. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Count to 10. Say whoosah. Get on your knees and pray. Do something other than loot and kill people. Americans killing Americans? Come on, man. Because George Floyd was murdered, therefore you got to go loot, rape, rob? It doesn't bring him back. There's a better way. There's a better way. I'm telling you the way. The way is love, not hate. Love. Staff Sergeant Calhoun with love. LA love. Out.